Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Andrew Spinks, the Managing Director at Ecograft. Andrew, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, it's great to be back.
So, Andrew, it's been a busy time for Ecograft. I understand you've recently completed a successful capital raise. Tell me a bit about this.
Oh, that's correct. We've successfully completed a 3.79 million capital raise. Began with a sophisticated placement, followed by an SPP. It showed strong support from our shareholder base, and I guess the positive thing for us, the quantum of funds gives us the financial certainty for our development plan for both Kwinana and our Apanko project in Tanzania.
Fantastic. It does sound like a busy time for you. Andrew, how have operations been commencing at Ecograft, and what are some things you can tell me?
Look, it's been a challenging time with the virus, but I think the virus has demonstrated two key thematics for our business plan. One is the reliance on the Chinese supply. That is a major supply risk for the battery minerals and transition to clean energy, and also the slowdown in combustion engines and the impact on that on the environment. So we're seeing a major transition and support for transition to clean energy. We've seen over the last 3 months significant advance in Europe. Europe is showing to be a major destination for transition to EVs, and that is going to require a significant portion of raw materials. And the really nice thing about that is the raw materials are now wanting to be, responsibly produced, and that's where we sit. Our business plan sits in, very nicely. The last three weeks we've seen the World Bank report climate change minerals, the demand for climate change minerals transition to clean energy. We've seen the Australian government report on the future batteries industry, and we've seen the WWF also report the transition from COVID-19. The successful transition out into a successful economy is going to be battery driven. We've also seen in the last, yesterday in fact, the UK government announced $1 billion fund to support their development of a gigafactory. So that fits our business plan very well. Our Kwinana facility here in West Australia is going to produce battery graphite for European customers.
It sounds like an exciting time for you. So tell me a little bit, how are you tracking so far with the Kwinana project here?
Oh, look, we've had recently signed a milestone agreement with ThyssenKrupp, a blue chip industrial group in Germany, very well connected within the supply chain in Europe, and we believe that is a major advance for our debt financing that we're pursuing through Export Finance Australia. We're working on 3 key areas to secure that financing, and obviously offtake is a critical component, but obviously our engineering partner, GR Engineering here in Perth, we're finalising an EPC arrangement. We've signed an LOI, and we're working with the state government to finalise a 6.7 hectare site in Kwinana to allow the construction and development of our facility.
Thanks so much, Andrew. And I understand Ecograft has recently signed a patent to recover graphite from recycled batteries. How important is this for the business, and what does it mean for you?
Oh, look, it's a major breakthrough for the company. The trial that we completed and reported on recovering graphite from spent or recycled batteries is an enormous opportunity. Currently, the practice is for batteries to be landfilled. We know with the European green movement to EVs and energy storage, the days of landfilling batteries are well and truly over. The World Bank has reported that 53.8% of the transition to clean energy requires graphite. So there's going to be a lot of graphite batteries, and we see the recovery of graphite is a really interesting aspect for our development. It's a parallel strategy, and we have to do a lot of work, but we're getting a lot of interest from consumer groups and end customers in Europe.
So, what are some things investors can really look forward to in the next few months, and what is some news flow that we can expect?
Look, it's quite an exciting time for us. We've got both developments shovel ready. We've got news flow around strategic partnership. The value proposition for the company is very compelling. We're seeing enormous demand in Europe for an ethical new source of raw materials, and it's really we've got the funds in place now to really take us forward. So the news flow is going to be quite good for us over the next few months.
Fantastic. Andrew, it does sound like a busy time with lots to look forward to. Thank you for joining me today in the Market Herald studio, and we look forward to having you back soon.
Yeah, no, very much look forward to it. Thank you.